with this, I haven't opened it yet, so I'm looking. Wow. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today is pretty awesome, or tonight if you will. It is nighttime. It's like 9 or 10 o'clock at night. Put the baby asleep, so got a little bit of time, so decided, hey, let's go ahead and get a video going. So in my last video, my I'm back video, pretty much, we talked a little bit about some of the things that were coming on the way for the charger. Well, it just so happened that they came in. So we're gonna go over what all parts came in, what we're doing to the car, and then the next video is gonna be us installing and going through all that fun stuff. As you can tell, we got the charger in the garage right now. It was kind of a pain in the butt to get in here, not gonna lie. Trying to get everything to fit. So obviously, we're lucky to have a relatively big garage, so we're able to squeeze her on in there. We were going to try to like have it like this way, but you really only would have had a little bit of room up front, and because I am doing a cam install, I want to be able to have as much room as possible. So I kind of already started a little bit, just taking off the cowl and all that, but I'll tie that into the next video. And the reason I'm doing this is obviously I want more power and all that good stuff, but honestly, these things, you know, if you've been in the Mopar world for longer than any amount of time, you already know about the Hemi-Tech. So this car has 160,000 miles. It's never had any issues, but 160,000 miles, I should say. But the issue is it's starting to tick. So I want to be proactive and go ahead and order everything here so I can go ahead and replace it. And then it just so happened that the water pump started going. So it's been leaking. It overheated the other day while Megan was driving the car. So it happens. But that's enough of me rambling on about it. Let's get to the parts over here, and we'll talk a little bit about that here in a second. So I don't know if you guys are aware of the shortages on parts right now, but there's been a pretty big shortage. Okay, so I called Texas Speed, I called just about everybody trying to find lifters and valve springs, push rods, and everybody is, you know, 6 to 8 weeks out. Well, I have a customer who went through a company or a shop called Flyin Ride Performance. So I was like, all right, well, let me call them, see what's up. I gave Ryan a call directly. I emailed him. He called me within 10 minutes of sending the email. Super nice guy. Told him, hey, this is what I plan on doing. We are both tuners, okay? We aren't competitors. I wouldn't say we're competitors at all. We're both in this for the same reason. We want to see people go fast. We want to see customers happy with their product. And being completely unbiased at all, I wanted to walk into this situation as a customer, not as a tuner, okay? So I talked to this guy. We probably talked on the phone for 30-45 minutes. Awesome guy. I said, hey, this is what I need. This is what I'm looking to do. He helped me out. I wanted to go one way with a camshaft, but it would have been 6 weeks, and I kind of need to get this done. So I actually went with one of his custom grind cams, which is the same exact cam that one of my customers is using right now, and still trying to figure out the kinks and the tuning that one. Cam tuning can be a little difficult when you're away if it's a different camshaft than what you're used to. Now the comp HRT 1 and 2, I know what they need. The Texas Speed 1, 2, and 3, I know what they need. But this is a completely different duration set and lobe set. So it's going to be a little bit difficult to tune remotely. However, I went ahead and took the opportunity because I want my customers to have the best experience possible. I was like, why not go ahead and order that camshaft myself, and that way we could do some R&D and get to work with Ryan. And you know, I am fortunate that he was nice enough to be like, yeah, sure, man, let's get this thing going and figure it out. So he had everything on the shelf, so he didn't have to order and wait for nothing, which is awesome because that means I didn't have to wait for nothing. And since this is his cam, he's gonna help me out on figuring out how to tune this thing, give me a little bit of insight on what these things will like. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get unpacking of this so you guys can see everything that I got. So let me set up this camera and then we can get to it. Alright guys, so got it in my package. I'm going to go ahead and start going through it and kind of show you what to expect and what you get with everything that I got from Flyin Ryan Performance. Let's go ahead and start with the springs. These are a set of pack valve springs. Alright, so as you can see, valve springs comes with 16 of them because guess what? You need 16. So these are the pack valve springs that we got here. And then next up are our push rods. And these are 8.1 inches. You got your push rods, you're gonna need these. These are hardened push rods. And unlike LS stuff, which is what I usually build, these have a different size intake and exhaust, which is pretty cool. These are your Texas Speed. These are your other push rods. Boom. These ones. And what else we got? We got the limiter. So this is actually from Comp. And what this allows you to do is limit the camshaft. And comes with instructions, which is good because this will be a new one for me. So got that little bad boy right there. Shove that back in. Put this back. And then the lifters. So these are Hellcat lifters. Now, the good thing about these is he had them on his shelf. Because everywhere that I was trying to find them were out of stock. And it was going to be a good wait, and this thing needed to get done so I could get it back on the road. So again, thanks Ryan for getting this stuff out here to me as quickly as you did. With that being said, let's go ahead and get to the piece de resistance, the Texas Speed camshaft. Now, with this, I haven't opened it yet, so I'm looking. Wow. So he went ahead and sent an FRP koozie, which is pretty cool. I don't drink, but appreciate it. Still a cool gesture. And then stickers. I do like stickers. I love me some stickers. So 2 Flyin Ryan Performance stickers. And a cam card, of course. So the duration at 50 is a 220 intake and a 228 exhaust with a lobe separation of 113. It's going to be pretty choppy. And then intake center line. I'm not going to get into that because I don't want to give all his cam specs away unless you contact him, which if you haven't already, go ahead and follow him. I believe he has a YouTube channel. It's Flyin Ryan Performance. Check him out on Facebook. Pretty cool guy. So I look forward to working with him and hopefully building some type of tuning relationship because, you know, everybody needs somebody to bounce ideas off of. And he's got really good customer service, which I'm super big about. I think that it's a dying art. And I think it's super important. And to talk and conversate with somebody who shares that same passion is pretty awesome. So go check him out, and I look forward to having, you know, a working relationship with him in the future. Now let's go ahead and get this camshaft out. So here we are. I'm not going to pull it out of the packaging or anything yet. I'm just looking over it to make sure there's nothing crazy. Everything looks good. Camshaft's sharp as always, so watch your fingers when you go to pull these suckers out, because the lobes are sharp and they will get you. They will bite you. So go ahead and put this stuff back up. and package everything back up so I can start getting ready to do this install. So that's pretty much everything. That's everything that you're gonna need aside from gaskets and everything. He does supply that if you want to. I went ahead and have been gathering parts from the last couple months. So I got head gaskets, head bolts, crank bolt, cam bolt. I got everything you need. So I worked out a little, deal with him. Like, hey man, this is really all I need. If you could just send it, awesome. If not, okay. But he was like, all right, cool. We'll go ahead and set up an invoice custom to you, because usually what he'll do is he'll send you everything that you need to do the swap, minus probably fluids. He's not gonna ship fluids and stuff to you. To my knowledge, he might. I don't know. I wouldn't. But hey, that's me. So guys, I'm super excited to go ahead and work on this thing. I'm gonna start taking it apart tonight. So the shirt might look familiar in the next video, which shout out to this shirt. So this is Soldier Suicide Awareness. In the month of June, I ran 110 miles to show support to, soldier suicide, because it is a real deal. So it doesn't matter if you're a soldier, a normal person, or whatever it could be. If you need to talk to somebody, call them. Family, friends, boyfriend, girlfriend, doesn't matter. Call, talk to somebody before you do something that you could wind up regretting. But that's enough of the sad stuff. Let's get in. Let's get ready to do some lumpy thumpy cam stuff with this bad boy. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and it's good to be back. Check you later.